This is the Justice League that I want to see in James Gunn's DCU. What's up guys, welcome back to Superhero Legacy. My name is Liam, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Justice League members that I hope James Gunn uses in the upcoming DCU. There are a ton of great characters who have been in the Justice League over the years, and it can be a daunting task to have to decide which ones to include. But I always think the best place to start is at the very beginning. Give me the original Justice League. Give me Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, Aquaman, and Martian Manhunter. I think this would be a phenomenal team with tremendous potential, so let's go ahead and dive a little deeper into them. The first member that I'll discuss is of course Superman. Superman is pivotal within the greater universe, but he's especially pivotal within the Justice League. I know every team needs a powerhouse, but that's not the real reason I think he's needed within the Justice League. In a team filled with so many powerful and unworldly beings, it's important that they have someone to maintain their moral compass and to see the goodness in humanity. In a team filled with members who have all had copious amounts of tragedy, it's important that they have someone to keep them composed, disciplined, and clear-minded. In a team where most of the others are willing to make sacrifices and partake in inevitable dirty tasks, it's important that they have someone who loves indiscriminately and reminds them what they stand for. His morally guided behaviors and his good-natured personality will give the League their virtuous backbone and will prevent them from overstepping or acting on ill intent. Superman will represent hope, love, compassion, and empathy, and he will maintain the incorruptible moral infrastructure of the team, and that's why he's needed. Next we have Batman. Batman is important within the Justice League not only because he's a competent strategist, a composed problem solver, and a billionaire who can fund the team, but also because he's the one I think who's most in touch with reality and the way in which the world actually works. Since Bruce doesn't possess superhuman powers, and since he's a character so deeply rooted in pragmatism, it means he has the earthly perspective representative of the world's population. He possesses the experience and the understanding of political intricacy, human behavior, public relations, and the inner workings of complex man-made systems, which is important for a team who is mostly superpowered and from outer space. As I alluded to before, Batman is also the member of the Justice League who is capable of making the hard decisions. Every team needs to have someone who can handle the pressures of tough situations and the inevitable challenges that test moral aptitude. Since Batman is such a pragmatic and sensible character, he realizes that situations are not black and white. Sometimes conflicts are nuanced and ambiguous, and you need someone who is sturdy and confident like Batman to circumnavigate them. Someone who can make sacrifices and keep a clear conscience during impossible decisions. Ultimately, Batman is needed within the Justice League because he can remain composed in dire situations, he can make the most logical decisions, and he can offer the practical insight and the human perspective that'll keep the League grounded. The next member of the Justice League is Wonder Woman. I've always thought of Diana as the one who brings the courage and the headstrong bravery to the team. I feel as if her strong spirit and her unassailable drive to act when nobody else will makes others want to just rally behind her. Diana has always fought for the purpose of love, peace, and freedom, and I think that's important in a world filled with corruption and malicious people. To me, Wonder Woman represents courage, strength, tenacity, independence, and the ability to stand tall in the heat of battle and never lose focus. Her commitment and her firmly planted feet serve as the sturdy base for the Justice League. The next character we have is Green Lantern, and I hope it's Hal Jordan because he's my favorite. What Hal Jordan has is the ability to persevere. He has unrivaled willpower. This man has absolutely no quit in him. Green Lantern is the definition of unwavering resilience. No matter how hard this man falls, no matter how many people come at him, this man always gets up, stands tall, and keeps going, and I love that about him. When everyone around him has given up or betrayed him, when the darkest times roll in on his life, when the most impossible odds are stacked against him, every fiber in his body is still screaming, "Get your ass up and keep fighting." This amount of unmatched will is sometimes what the Justice League will need, and when things get serious, they know that Hal Jordan will have their back. Plus, his ring has almost infinite knowledge of outer space and is incredibly versatile, which makes him a very valuable asset to the team as well. Next, we have Barry Allen's Flash. Barry is incredibly hopeful, and he always sees the best in everyone. He's optimistic, and if there's even a chance that he can save someone, he'll do it no questions asked. Like Superman, Barry is just a good-natured guy, and he brings so much color and lighthearted energy to the League. Without his vibrant spirit and his positive personality, the League would feel a lot darker and more serious. He just adds more fun to the mix, and his well-placed heart is so full of kindness. The next member of the Justice League is Aquaman. What Aquaman brings to the team is a strong sense of duty and a unique perspective on leadership. Since he's the king of Atlantis, he knows how to command, he knows knows how to protect, and like Batman, he knows how to make the tough decisions. This version of Aquaman needs to be stoic, he needs to be more confident looking and poised, and above all, he needs to be level-headed and composed. He should feel a duty to do the right thing and to help people in need, but at the same time, he needs to have those more jagged and unforgiving character attributes that are indicative of a king. He's a loving man, but also an unrelenting figurehead, and I think that'll add a unique dynamic to the team. Last but not least is Martian Manhunter. This is by far the character that people are the least familiar with, but he's such a great character. He's got a litany of different superpowers, but again, I'm thinking more abstract here. The Martian Manhunter is in a lot of ways the heart and soul of the League. He's very reserved, composed, and doesn't like having to use violence to solve problems. I've always seen him as virtuous and observational in nature, and he's driven by strong moral principles. He's not only remarkably kind and compassionate, but he's also self-controlled and possesses the restraint that most of the League lacks. As the sole survivor of his planet, the Martian Manhunter also offers a sense of emotional vulnerability that has great potential, and his admiration for life and his empathetic nature is representative of the light we hope to see in the world. In conclusion, these are the reasons why I want to see the original Justice League in the DCU and why each and every member provides something unique. These characters need ample time to be properly developed, but once they are, they have the potential to be one of the greatest, if not the greatest superhero team of all time. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Please like and subscribe for more superhero content and share your thoughts of having the original Justice League members in the DCU and what you think about each member down in the comments below. You can check out some of my other videos right over here, but for now, thank you so much for watching and stay super.